So that was my new project, leaving the Midlands. I decided to use Shipley this time, and those of you that followed the channel for a while know that I've got my own trailer and I do generally pick up my own cars, but I thought I wanted to try Shipley anyway. I'd heard a lot of things about it, and I thought this time, was it worth it for a car that was £375? And the way I thought about it was, it's going to be £260. So the way I thought about it was, it was going to be around 260 miles round trip. So it would have been 60, maybe a bit more in diesel. Then I would have had the hassle to go and get my trailer, spend the whole day basically going to get the car, coming back, unloading, taking the trailer back to its storage. So whether I took a day off or whether I used a day on the weekend, it's still valuable time to me. And in the end I thought, well, if it's less than £300, I'll go with Shipley. So I went online, got a quote, and the first ones coming in were nearly £400. And after about 45 minutes they started coming in under 300, and there was, I think, 3 people in the end that actually lowered their prices a few times. And the one I went for, they were all around the £260 mark, and the one I went for just happened to have the best feedback or best reviews, so so he got the job. And I've already messaged him. He's obviously on his way down. He's going to be here in about an hour. I asked if it'd be okay to film, which he said yes. So when the car gets here, we'll see what it's like. It does run. It's got an issue with a leak from the thermostat housing, and if you know the 3-litre V6 engines in the Fords, and probably similar in the Jaguars, it seems to be a common issue where there's a metal housing with a plastic pipe, and the plastic pipe fractures. I believe that's what's the issue. The guy that sold it to me is a friend of a friend. He's had it looked at a garage. They seem to think there was a head gasket issue, but I don't think it's been investigated properly. So my plan is to temporarily fix the leak, because you can't get the car up to temperature, it leaks so fast. Temporarily fix the leak, get the car up to temperature, do a sniff test on the coolant to check for head gasket issues. If there's no issues there, then it's going to need a new thermostat and a new water pump, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, it's quite a rare car, a Mondeo 3-litre V6 manual in Ghia trim, and it's a saloon, so, and it's even got heated rear seats, so it's quite a nice spec. So yeah, let's wait for the guy to turn up, and I'll see you shortly. It's arrived. That's the bit that was mentioned. Doesn't look too bad under there. A little bit there, but it's solid. Wheels all look really good. Sills are right on this side. Can't really get under there, but actually looks solid. Not too bad. Brakes all look good. Yeah, very little markings, just both sides on the bumpers. A little bit bad. Let's have a look inside. It's got the Alcantara half leather. Actually looks in pretty good condition. wooden steering wheel, auto lights, and the Sony system. It's got heated and cooled seats, obviously climate control. It's pretty clean. All this sort of stuff cleans up alright. Heated seats in the back. Headlining all looks good. So, got electric seats as well. There we go. So, it's got coolant in it, but I know that's been filled. To get this cover off, because somewhere under there is going to be a water pump. Pretty clean under here though, and the aircon works as well. Just wondering if that's the water pump there. Need to let it warm up and see where it's coming out from. That would seem to suggest coolant is getting into combustion changer though. That is not good. So I don't know if you can see that, but already water dripping down, which would suggest it's coming from this area here. Can't really see much at the moment. I don't know if we can see underneath where it's coming from. Not really any light under there. Let me use my phone. Just try to get an idea of where it may be leaking from. Can't even see what I'm looking at the moment. Right, so I ran it for a short while. you'll see that there was some smoke coming out the back. It wasn't actually smoke, it was more like a steam, but it did have a slight smell. It didn't have a smell of coolant, funnily enough, which was strange. So next steps obviously is dripping coolant underneath. There is a leak, obviously, we know that. So I'm still going to go ahead, temporarily sort that out. And I want to have a quick look whether there's any way that coolant could be getting back into the intake system without going in via head gasket failure or something. So I don't know if there's anything on this that maybe there's leaking into the inlet manifold, or yeah, I just don't know. I don't know that much about these engines, so I need to do some investigation on that. But what does it owe me? It owes me 375 plus 260 basically. So yeah, we'll see what happens. If it's head gasket, I'm not going to repair it, but you know, I'm sure that there's enough on the car to get back my 630 odd quid or whatever it is. So yeah, we'll see. There's nice spec, so it'll be a shame if I can't get this going again. One thing I noticed, same thing happened with my ST estate as well, is the height adjustment is not working. You can hear the motor going, but it's not going up and down. I think normally the cogs go on that. So I'd be interested, because my cousin Jason's got the ST now, whether he actually fixed the passenger seat, which had the issue. Didn't notice it on that because I don't sit in the passenger seat, but obviously noticed it on this because it's in the driver's seat. So it'd be interesting whether he found a fix for that, but it's the motor's just spinning and the seat base isn't going up and down. So yeah, let me know, Jason, whether you found a fix. Anything else? Not really. I don't really want to run it too much to check other stuff, but the aircon's definitely working because I can hear the pump clicking in and out. It's got folding mirrors, which are pretty standard on most of the higher spec Mondeos. In fact, even my Fiesta had it, and all the other usual stuff: cruise control and the Sony stereo, 6-speed gearbox. So let's have a look into it a bit further. I need to do some investigation online, but I think for now that's it for this video. Hopefully it's going to be a project I can get my teeth stuck into, but a bit worried at the moment. So we'll see. Till the next time, bye. So I've decided I'm going to do a sniff test, I think, on the coolant. So I'm just going to take it literally 200 meters down the road, back again, just leave it running for a few minutes, and then yeah, I'll do a test. I don't know if you can see the mileage on there, but the mileage is 87,375, so it's not done a lot of miles. So what I've got is sniff test. Oh, I bet so it's not so loud. That's blue. If I sniff that into the, basically get the fumes, press that and it sucks in the fumes from the header tank. If there's any exhaust fumes in the coolant, it will show me if there's a head gasket issue. Already that seemed to be quite pressurized. Oh yeah, that isn't good. So let's put that in there. So if this starts turning green, I might have to do it with the engine running. We'll see. doesn't seem turning green. Let's just start it up. Obviously that looks a bit manky, but remember the car's done very low mileage. It's done a lot of short journeys the last few years, so not unusual to see some crud, especially look at the oil as well, see what's going on there. Definitely no water, actually. I mean, as I say, it's not unusual for these cars that do a lot of short journeys to get some mayonnaise on the cap, as long as it's not in the actual oil. And to be honest, oil looks really clean on this. It's got a very good service history as well, so can't really see anything else. I'm gonna have to take this cover off. I wonder if this comes off easily. Need to remove that again. So that's the water pump there, I think. Obviously driven off of one of the camshafts. Looks like there's a leak from this pipe, just there. And there's more water down there. So I think probably going to have to move this battery and then get down a bit further, and then we'll have a proper look to see. But that does look a bit more green to me, actually, which we'll see. Right, so I've just got back in the house, a bit of light in here. So this is the fluid that came out of the tester. I have seen it a lot greener than that before. And this is the fluid that went in. So I don't know if you can see that on camera. Not very easy to see with this light, but there's a definite difference in the colour there. Let me just get that down a bit. So definitely that one is the original, so I would say there's definitely exhaust fumes gone into the coolant. So this time it is the end of the video. Not sure what I'm going to do next. See you later.